Are you ready to join the elite ranks of certified cybersecurity professionals? The CISSP exam is notorious for its difficulty. But today, we're breaking down the complex concepts into manageable, exam-winning strategies. In this video, we will cover CISSP practice exam questions and answers, certified information systems security, professional full mock test. Prepare for your CISSP certification with this comprehensive practice exam. In this video, we cover 30 high-quality practice questions spanning all 8 domains of the CISSP common body of knowledge. We won't just give you the answers. We'll explain the why behind them to help you develop the managerial mindset required to pass. Subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest certification prep series. Which of the following describes the most important consideration when developing a business continuity plan? BCP. Option A. Minimizing the loss of financial assets. Option B. Ensuring the safety of human life. Option C. Maintaining the organization's reputation. Option D. Meeting regulatory and legal requirements. The correct answer is B. In the world of CISSP and safety-critical planning, human life is always the top priority, while financial loss, A, reputation, C, and legal compliance, D, are critical components of a business continuity plan or disaster recovery plan. They are secondary to the preservation of life. If any exam question asks about priorities during an emergency or disaster, human safety, or life safety, is the definitive answer. When an organization disposes of magnetic media that once contained highly sensitive data, which method is most effective to ensure the data cannot be recovered? Option A. Formatting the drive. Option B. Deleting the partitions. Option C. Degaussing. Option D. Overwriting with zeros once. The correct answer is C. Degaussing uses a powerful magnetic field to disrupt the magnetic domains on the disk, effectively destroying the data and often the drive's timing tracks, making the media unusable. Formatting. A. And deleting partitions. B. Only remove pointers to the data. Overwriting. D. Might leave remnants, magnetic remnants, that could be recovered with specialized tools. For high security disposal, degaussing or physical destruction is required. In a Bell-LaPadula model, the simple security property is best described as Option A. No read down. Option B. No write up. Option C. No read up. Option D. No write down. The correct answer is C. The Bell-LaPadula model focuses on confidentiality. The simple security property states that a subject at a lower security level cannot read data at a higher security level. No read up. The asterisk property, star property, states that a subject at a higher security level cannot write to a lower level. No write down, which prevents the accidental leaking of secrets to lower clearance areas. Which layer of the OSI model is responsible for establishing, managing, and terminating connections between applications? Option A. Transport layer. Option B. Session layer. Option C. Presentation layer. Option D. Application layer. The correct answer is B. The session layer, layer 5, is responsible for the dialogue control between computers. It establishes, manages, and terminates the connections. Sessions between local and remote applications. The transport layer, Layer 4, deals more with end-to-end communication and error recovery. TCP/UDP. While the session layer maintains the specific state of the conversation. An administrator implements a system where users are granted access based on their job role, seniority, and geographic location. Which access control model is being used? Option A. Discretionary access control, DAC. Option B. Mandatory access control, MAC. Option C. Role-based access control, RBAC. Option D. Attribute-based access control, ABAC. The correct answer is D. While job role sounds like RBAC, the inclusion of geographic location and seniority, which are attributes, makes this attribute-based access control, ABAC. ABAC is the most flexible model because it uses policies that combine attributes of the subject, the resource, and the environment to make access decisions. Which type of testing provides the security practitioner with the most realistic view of how an attacker would perceive the organization's network? Option A. White box testing. Option B. Black box testing. Option C. Gray box testing. Option D. Regression testing. The correct answer is B. Black box testing involves testing a system with zero prior knowledge of its internal structure, code, or architecture. This mimics an external attacker who must perform reconnaissance and discovery to find vulnerabilities. White box testing, A, provides full knowledge, and gray box, C, provides partial knowledge. What is the primary goal of incident response? Option A. To punish the attacker. Option B. To prevent all future attacks. Option C. To minimize damage and restore normal operations quickly. Option D. To document the incident for insurance purposes. The correct answer is C. The primary goal of incident response is to limit the effect of the security breach, containment, and to restore the business to its normal functioning state as quickly as possible. Recovery. While documentation and prevention are steps in the process, they are secondary to minimizing immediate business impact. In the software development lifecycle, SDLC, at which stage should security first be addressed? Option A. Testing phase. Option B. Implementation phase. Option C. Design phase. Option D. Requirements gathering phase. The correct answer is D. Security should be integrated into the SDLC as early as possible. This is often referred to as shifting left. Addressing security during the requirements gathering phase ensures that security needs are identified before any code is written or architecture is designed, which is significantly cheaper and more effective than fixing bugs later. A company calculates that a fire could cause $100,000 in damage. The likelihood of a fire occurring is once every 10 years. What is the annual loss expectancy? ALE. Option A, $10,000. Option B, $1,000. Option C, $100,000. Option D, $50,000. The correct answer is A. The formula for ALE is single loss expectancy, SLE, multiplied by the annualized rate of occurrence, ARO. In this case, SLE equals $100,000. The arrow is 1/10, since it happens once every 10 years, which is 0.1. Thus, $100,000 times 0.1 equals $10,000. Who is ultimately responsible for determining the classification level of a specific dataset? Option A, custodian. Option B, data owner. Option C, user. Option D, Chief Information Security Officer, CISO. The correct answer is B. The data owner, or information owner, is typically a senior manager who is responsible for the data. They decide the classification level, e.g., secret, top secret, public, based on business needs and risk. The custodian, A, implements the technical controls to protect that data based on the owner's instructions. Which of the following describes a Type 2 error in biometric systems? Option A, false rejection rate, FRR. Option B, false acceptance rate, FAR. Option C, crossover error rate, CER. Option D, equal error rate, EER. The correct answer is B. A Type 2 error, false acceptance rate, occurs when an unauthorized user is incorrectly identified as an authorized user. This is a security failure. A Type 1 error, false rejection rate, is when a valid user is denied access. CER or EER is the point where Type 1 and Type 2 errors are equal. Used to measure system accuracy. Which protocol is considered a secure replacement for Telnet? Option A, FTP. Option B, SSH. Option C, SNMP. Option D, HTTP. The correct answer is B. SSH. Secure Shell provides an encrypted channel for remote login and command execution, replacing the unencrypted and insecure Telnet protocol. SSH operates over TCP port 22. What is the primary benefit of implementing single sign-on (SSO)? Option A, it increases the complexity of passwords. Option B, it eliminates the need for multi-factor authentication. Option C, it reduces password fatigue for users. Option D, it decentralizes identity management. The correct answer is C. Single sign-on (SSO) allows a user to provide credentials once and gain access to multiple systems. This significantly reduces password fatigue, users having to remember many different passwords, which often leads to poor security practices like writing passwords down. Which of the following is an example of passive reconnaissance? Option A, port scanning a target network. Option B, using a vulnerability scanner on a web server. Option C, searching through public social media profiles of employees. Option D, attempting a SQL injection on a login page. The correct answer is C. Passive reconnaissance involves gathering information without directly interacting with the target's system. Searching social media, WHOIS records, or Google hacking, DORCs, are passive. Port scanning, A, and vulnerability scanning, B, are active because they send packets to the target's infrastructure. The principle of least privilege is most effectively enforced through which process? Option A, user awareness training. Option B, Regular access reviews. Option C. Increasing password length. Option D. Disaster recovery testing. The correct answer is B. Regular access reviews, or user entitlement reviews, ensure that users only have the permissions necessary for their current job functions. Over time, privilege creep occurs as users change roles. Reviews help identify and remove unnecessary access. What is the main security concern associated with object-oriented programming? Option A. Lack of modularity. Option B. Data hiding. Encapsulation. Option C. Polyinstantiation. Option D. Complexity of code. The correct answer is C. Polyinstantiation allows different versions of the same object to exist at different security levels. This prevents lower-level users from deducing information about higher-level data, which is a key concept in preventing inference attacks in secure databases and OOP environments. Which of the following is a social engineering attack that targets high-ranking executives? Specifically, Option A. Phishing. Option B. Vishing. Option C. Whaling. Option D. Smishing. The correct answer is C. Whaling is a specific form of phishing that targets the big fish. High-level executives like CEOs or CFOs. Because these individuals have significant authority and access, they are high-value targets for attackers. Which data state is protected primarily by using end-to-end encryption? Option A. Data at rest. Option B. Data in transit. Option C. Data in use. Option D. Data in storage. The correct answer is B. Data in transit, or data in motion, refers to data moving over a network. End-to-end encryption ensures that the data is unreadable if intercepted during its journey between the sender and the receiver. In symmetric cryptography, if 10 users want to communicate securely with each other, how many total keys are required? Option A. 10. Option B. 20. Option C. 45. Option D. 90. The correct answer is C. The formula for symmetric keys is N. N1. 2. For 10 users. 10. 10 to 1. 2 equals 10. 9. 2 equals 90 divided by 2 equals 45 keys. This demonstrates the scalability issue of symmetric encryption compared to asymmetric encryption, which would only require 20 keys for 10 users. Which of the following best describes an air gap? Option A. A physical separation between a secure network and an insecure network. Option B. A firewall rule that blocks all traffic. Option C. A wireless network with no encryption. Option D. A VLAN used for guest access. The correct answer is A. An air gap is a security measure that ensures a secure computer or network is physically isolated from unsecured networks, such as the public internet or an unsecured local area network. It is used for systems requiring the highest levels of security. Which of the following is something you are in the context of multi-factor authentication? Option A. A password. Option B. A smart card. Option C. A fingerprint. Option D. A PIN. The correct answer is C. MFA factors include something you know, password, PIN, something you have, smart card, token, and something you are. Biometrics like fingerprint or retina scan. Something you are refers to a physical characteristic of the user. What is the main purpose of a SOC2 Type 2 report? Option A. To provide a point-in-time snapshot of security controls. Option B. To evaluate the effectiveness of controls over a period of time. Option C. To test the physical security of a data center only. Option D. To provide a public summary for marketing purposes. The correct answer is B. A SOC2 Type 1 report describes the controls at a specific point in time. A SOC2 Type 2 report evaluates how those controls performed over a duration, usually 6 to 12 months, providing much higher assurance of operational effectiveness. Which of the following is the first step in the evidence lifecycle? Option A. Analysis. Option B. Collection. Option C. Identification. Option D. Preservation. The correct answer is C. Before you can collect or preserve evidence, you must identify what constitutes evidence and where it is located. The sequence is identification, collection, preservation, examination, analysis, presentation, and return, destruction. Which attack involves an attacker injecting malicious scripts into web pages viewed by other users? Option A. SQL injection. Option B. Cross-site scripting, XSS. Option C. Buffer overflow. Option D. Directory traversal. The correct answer is B. Cross-site scripting, XSS, occurs when an application includes untrusted data in a new web page without proper validation. This allows the attacker to execute scripts in the victim's browser, potentially stealing cookies or session tokens. What does the A in the CIA triad stand for? Option A. Authentication. Option B. Accountability. Option C. Availability. Option D. Authorization. The correct answer is C. The CIA triad consists of confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Availability ensures that systems and data are accessible to authorized users when needed, while authentication and authorization are important security concepts. They are not part of the primary CIA triad. Which of the following roles is responsible for the day-to-day maintenance of data and its backups? Option A. Data owner. Option B. Data custodian. Option C. System auditor. Option D. Chief privacy officer. The correct answer is B. The data custodian is the technical role responsible for protecting the data. Their duties include performing backups, maintaining logs, and ensuring the data is stored according to the classification rules set by the owner. Which type of fire suppression system is most appropriate for a data center containing sensitive electronic equipment? Option A. Wet pipe sprinkler system. Option B. Dry pipe sprinkler system. Option C. Gas-based suppression system, e.g., FM200. Option D. Deluge system. The correct answer is C. Water-based systems. A, B, D, can cause irreparable damage to electronic components even if the fire is small. Gas-based suppression systems like FM200 or CO2 displace oxygen or interfere with the chemical reaction of fire without leaving residue or damaging electronics. What is the primary vulnerability associated with the Address Resolution Protocol, ARP? Option A. Lack of encryption. Option B. Lack of authentication. Option C. Inability to handle large packets. Option D. Susceptibility to DDoS. The correct answer is B. ARP was designed without authentication. This allows for ARP spoofing or ARP poisoning attacks, where an attacker sends fake ARP messages onto a local area network to link their MAC address with the IP address of a legitimate server or gateway. In a federated identity management system, which entity is responsible for authenticating the user? Option A. Service provider. Option B. Identity provider. IDP. Option C. Relaying party. Option D. Client application. The correct answer is B. In federation, like using Google to log into a third-party site, the identity provider, IDP, holds the user's credentials and performs the authentication. It then sends a token to the service provider, or a relaying party, to prove the user's identity. What is the primary purpose of sandboxing? Option A. To speed up application performance. Option B. To isolate untrusted code from the rest of the system. Option C. To encrypt data at rest. Option D. To provide a user-friendly interface. The correct answer is B. Sandboxing creates a restricted environment, the sandbox, where a program can run. If the program contains malware or crashes, the effects are confined to the sandbox and do not affect the host operating system or other applications. That concludes our 30-question deep dive into the CISSP domains. Remember, the CISSP is a marathon, not a sprint. Focus on understanding the concepts rather than memorizing questions. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your study group. For the full 800+ question practice sets and detailed study guides, check the link in the description below.